Yeah, the Christian music guys. Make some noise for the Christian music guys.
On the Christian Music Guys, we are excited to introduce Jaye King, an artist and songwriter recently signed to Centricity, originally from Bradenton and now in the worst of traffic in Nashville area. Jaye brings a powerful blend of R&B, pop, and gospel, pairing bold melodies with deeply personal lyrics that reflect his journey of faith and redemption. Raised by a single mom and shaped by a story that's both messy and miraculous, Jaye's heart is to point people to Jesus in everything that he does. His brand new singles are out now, Hard Place and Following That, Falling Into It. Jaye, thank you so much for chatting with us.
I'm happy to be here, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
It's good to say, Jaye, it's good to see. I gotta point this out real quick. I mean, some people that are seeing this will see it, but for our audio only people, are your headphones blue? Are you matching the headphones and the hoodies? I'm going to say you're probably so far the best guest we've ever had, where I've literally seen the headphones and the hoodie match.
Oh my God.
That's a strong game, man.
My mother-in-law bought these for Christmas, so I can't take credit. These were like 2 years ago, a gift, but I love light blue. It screams optimism, and it just so happened to,
the combo's nice.
Yeah, let's go. I love
it. As long as that's not Duke Blue Devil.
No.
Blue.
No.
Okay, good.
Florida Gator. I'm a Florida Gator fan.
Oh, well, see, this is what we are in the fan.
Oh, no. Bro, I was just in Louisville this weekend at Southeast Christian Church.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good time.
So, you had a video on Instagram going to Wendy's playing your song for the employees. My question is, man, that's great and all, but do you get free food now at Wendy's for life?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Wendy's at Wendy's. I'm waiting for the love, man.
Yeah, really.
I was really like,
Go ahead.
I was out east in my hometown. I was home for Christmas services with my church, and I was out in East Bradenton, which is the rural part of Bradenton. So you get all the cow pastures, all of the country life. And they put this new Wendy's there, and that's the only Wendy's between there and 20 minutes out to my in-laws' house, way further out. And so I just pulled through there, just got back from service. I'm like, let me play this song for these. They look like they need some joy. So I played it, and you never know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if people are going to pause long enough to do it. And man, they did, and they gave feedback, and they were hype about it, added it that night.
Awesome.
Yeah, bro, it was a dope moment.
Did they subscribe and all that good stuff? I mean, come on.
Listen, I didn't see the subscription come through. I figure when I'm home, I'm going to check on that.
There it is. Well, Jaye, if you take a second, you just mentioned you just signed with Centricity, so you're probably spending a lot of time introducing yourself to people, letting new listeners, new people hearing your music for the first time. Would you go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners that may not know who you are? Tell us a little bit about your story and how you got into music.
Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Jaye King. I am here with the Christian Music Guys, and I'm really, really honored for a couple things. One, to get to share the gospel of Jesus through music is a gift. It's a blessing. And I believe that music has a way of transcending reality. So anything we can do with music to speak life into people where they are is such a beautiful thing. But I'm from Bradenton, Florida, which is just south of Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. Beautiful part of Florida. I think Florida's beautiful overall, but I'm biased. I think it's the best spot. Growing up there in Bradenton, you have places like Joy FM for CCM music. I wasn't really raised on CCM, but I was raised on the good news of Jesus Christ and music that represents Christ. So growing up there, eventually knowing that Joy FM was there and listening to CCM growing up, picking up on some of the tunes and different people that were playing there, it's been really powerful to see that I'm now able to be a part of this community of writers and hopefully be able to give to others what a lot of that music gave to me, from Casting Crowns to Mercy Me, some of the earlier ones that I remember. Toby Mac always was playing. Rachel Lampa played. So it's pretty cool to have met Rachel recently too. But I'm all about just encouraging people that if they're still breathing, their story's not over. Like, it's not over for you. It doesn't matter if you're in Ireland or if you're in the United Kingdom or if you're right here in Nashville, Tennessee, or Florida, Kentucky, wherever you're listening or watching from. If you're breathing, it's proof that your story is still being written. And I still believe that the greatest story never told is the person who hasn't shared their story. Like, you realize so quickly how much we have in common when we just talk about what we've been through and what we've had to navigate. You quickly start to say, oh man, I used to do that too. I used to think that way too.
Yeah.
We have so much more in common. We just have to share more. And that's my heartbeat. I just want to see people step into freedom and experience all that Christ has for them.
Yeah.
So good. And fast forward, you about 5 months ago, you released Hard Place. And then within the last few weeks, you've just released Falling Into It. So tell us about these songs and what they mean to you.
Yeah, let's start with Hard Place. Hard Place is a song best experienced looking in hindsight, looking back at your life before you met Jesus. That line opens up at the start, forgive me if I look a little rough around the edges. Now, if my father-in-law was on here, he preaches a message and he always says, I know there's a lot of Christians in here with halos on. You didn't have a past or a story. But if you're anything like me, if you think back to where you were when God found you, it was messy. It wasn't as pretty as it looks right now. You didn't sound like you sound right now. You didn't think the way that you think. You didn't have the redemption lens to look through. And that's what that verse speaks to. I might look messy, but you came to save me.
Yeah.
You call them bruises, I call them blessings. Like, maybe Jesus likes to use what the world least expected. That's that pre-chorus to that song, because that's our story. He saved a mess like us. And I'm just proof, and I've seen time and time again that God shows up in the most unlikely places and transforms what often looks unredeemable, irredeemable. Just, he shows up and he does the most miraculous things all through scripture, in your life, in my life. And that's what Hard Place is all about. Just that hindsight 2020 of, wow, look what the Lord has done. He found me and I found him to be a rock in a hard place. That's what that one's about. And then Falling Into It was one of Falling Into It is one of those songs that is for the person who says the church is gonna fall on them if they walked into it. You know, like, they've done too much, they went too far, you know, they think they're beyond saving. We went into the writing room that day, Jordan and Benji Coward, and I was telling them, I'm like, I've heard people say this my whole life, but you don't fall out of grace, you fall into it. And when I mentioned that, Benji was like, oh, we got to write that song. And I was like, well, if we're going to sing about this one, we got to put a little Bruno Mars type feel on it, some Taryn Wells type flavor on the song.
There you go.
Because it speaks to grace, and grace feels good. It's that thing that when you get that gift, you're like, man, I don't deserve this. And then you realize you're like, I don't deserve, man, thank you. You're overwhelmed. It's the soundtrack for like, wow, grace. I can't lose it. I can't work for it. I can't earn it. I just fall into it. That's falling into it in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, you'd mentioned a second ago, you know, Bruno Mars, definitely, I could hear that in your music. What are some of those musical influences growing up that you listened to, Jay, and that you still listen to?
Yeah, I mean, I was raised in a gospel music background, so I got to shout out like the Clark sisters, Kirk Franklin, Hezekiah Walker, Donald Lawrence, just really, really solid writers, but also just theologically sound with good vibes, just great music, great musicianship. And then obviously gospel music and most music was informed by the church, but it branched out into rock and blues and all of this stuff. So big fan of Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, John Legend, love Bruno Mars. as of lately, I'm really big into Charlie Puth since he came out. Love what he's doing. Yeah, those would be. Is there a notable one that I have to mention that this is one that surprises people. But Aerosmith is a huge influence on me. I just think they were the first pop rock band, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they have this appeal that's like, it's in your face rock, but it's not far from understanding. You hear what they're singing, you understand what they're talking about, and they're presentable. It's like you see them and it's like, oh,
can you do
wear
that,
those
Steve?
pants too.
Can you do that Steven Tyler scream on "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing"?
The range.
Because even when I dream of you,
I'm not gonna try it tonight.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
But probably. Are you still there? Saying it's reconnecting. We still here?
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, you glitched for a second.
I think it dropped out real quick, but I think we're back now.
Yeah, I think it's having some issues because it dropped me for a second too.
So yeah, Jay, when you said Kirk Franklin earlier, whenever I hear Kirk Franklin, of course, Stomp, but I also think of the Book of Revelations, chapter 7, verses 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Revelation. You always know. It's so true.
Man,
it's good.
It's like what was it? When we were I was listening to a song the other day. Oh, it was a worship song, but it's the Michael W. Smith worship album is when he right at the beginning of the album when he comes out and he goes, "Hello, Louisville, Kentucky." Like we were listening to the worship song, and I said that, and my kids looked at me like, "Why did Dad just randomly say hello, Louisville, Kentucky?" And I was like, because that's how Michael did it. That's how Michael did it on the worship album.
He was in Southeast Christian when he did that album.
Yeah, he was in Southeast.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But that song, whatever, I can't remember the song it was, but I'm like, that's how you start that song because that's how Michael did it.
Yeah.
So, Jay, each time we have a new guest on, we like to let our viewers and listeners know who's coming. To give them a chance to ask a question. And so we actually had one of your fans write in, has a question. He wants to know, so this is from Brandon. Brandon's from Wisconsin. And he asked us if you would be willing, or to ask you if you'd be willing to share the story behind your song Running.
Oh, wow. You said his name is Brandon?
Brandon from Wisconsin, yep.
Man, Brandon, you are the man. You dug into the files for that. Before I explain that song, let me explain the backstory. I was, and a lot of people may not know this, some from Florida do, but I led a band, and these guys still play for me, that was a worship band for a long time in Florida. And because I thought God was calling me into the worship space specifically. And so I put together a band, and we would go and play at conferences or churches or whatever. And at the time, I was writing music for this band. So I was the primary songwriter and arranger, and my guitar player was the producer. And there was a long stretch there where I was getting tired. I just felt like I wasn't understanding what the Lord was wanting me to do. I was frustrated. And my whole album, the story album that Brandon heard that song on, was written as prayers. If you listen to them, through the lens of somebody just praying and lamenting, that's where that came from. So that song starts with looking for the pieces to the puzzle of this crazy thing called life. That's me telling the Lord, I'm trying to find these pieces. Does this belong? Does this not belong? Will I ever know? And then I say this thing like, what you're searching for is only the beginning of a masterpiece. The question is, are you willing to run until it's complete? And that's from Paul saying, I press towards the mark of the high calling that's in Christ Jesus. I run as one to win the race. And so what I resolved in my faith is I'm not going to grow weary because I don't have to work for something God already gave me. I just have to run after what he's called me to. I just have to chase his presence. I just have to be so in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
The prize is found in him. That's what the hook says. I'm running for the prize. It's found in you. And that's the realization of, man, all of these late nights driving this bus with the trailer hooked up, setting up in rooms with 20 people sometimes, 100 people other times, 3,000 other times. It's like, Lord, I will do this as long as you want me to do it if you're in it, because you're the prize. So that's what running was all about.
It's good stuff.
So is there a song that you've written that like, okay, so let me try to think about how to phrase this. Is there a song that you've written that came together in a way that surprised you? And what did it teach you about your creative process?
That's a good question. I would say every song that I've written since I went in relationship with Centricity in the last couple years, it's been purely collaborative. And I had written all of my songs 100% on my own before that, which is a great skill to have. But I would say, you said it, how did it challenge me?
Yeah, like what did it teach you? What did it teach you about your creative process?
It reinforced that I'm capable of collaboration. I have the open hands enough to bring people into something and it be made better.
Yeah.
But I would say that it surprised me how much clearer my thinking is with other people in the room. It's like as somebody else is trying to, it's like when you're having a convo with someone, you say one thing and then they try to say it back to you and you're like, no. That's kind of the idea, but this is actually what I meant. And what they're really doing is saying, hey, I heard what you said and this is how it sounded to me.
Yeah.
It's making me a better communicator, a better songwriter as a result. And I was surprised by that. That was shocking.
No, it's cool to see, like, especially like being collaborative like that. Because like you said, you can say something like, this is what you're trying to get across. And then they'll repeat it back and you're like, no, that's not. But through your lenses, that's what you're thinking. But then they heard it through their lens. And they're like, this is it. So then you get a full picture of multiple people's lenses to really pull the song together to make it to where it's more influential, which is just a cool thing to see come out of being collaborative.
Yeah. That's the kingdom too, right? Like that's how it works. Like with each other, with the bodies. Like I don't want to be an echo chamber from Florida, but when I went to the Pacific Northwest, I met believers there that don't even think, process, or experience life the way I do in Florida.
Yeah.
It's like I needed that interaction to sharpen my worldview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, another kingdom principle. It reminds me of raising 4 kids, and you tell them something, or my wife will say something, and then they'll go and forget or do something else, and I look at my kid and go, "Now, what did your mom say?" And they'll repeat, and I'll go, "No, mom didn't say that at all. You need to go back and ask your mom what she said."
Yeah.
Kind of similar.
Yeah.
Life skills.
Yeah.
With Jay, well, this is one of our favorite parts that we get to do with new guests, and also our viewers and listeners love this, but it's a favorite things segment that we do. And I'm just going to, we'll mention a topic and a particular topic. And if you would not mind letting us know what your favorite thing in that topic is.
Yeah.
And there are wrong answers. So,
oh boy. Oh man.
Wrong
Hey, turn the heat up, bro.
This is it. Do you have a favorite food?
Yes.
Will you tell us what your favorite food is?
Oh, I thought I was waiting for the either or something. My favorite food is extra crispy chicken wings, flats only.
Flats only. Do you have a particular spot that you go to?
Shout out to Wings and Things in Bradenton, Florida. Still some of the best wings I've ever had. But up here in this area, no, I haven't really found anything that I'm like, I gotta have these wings.
Dude, Circle K, man. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, no, Jacob, you're kind of laughing right now, but where was it? Because we were talking to Tommy Prophet the other day. He goes to a gas station for chicken wings, and he says it's the best. He swears, Mom, he says it's the best chicken wings he's ever had.
It's probably the crunchy chicken fingers place.
Oh, okay,
yeah. He says they're amazing. He says there's like a line and everything to get them.
Yeah. Gas stations do slap sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
They do, they do.
It's not. You're not lying.
Buc-ee's, man, they have good food for a gas station. Do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Is there a genre, like
Any
No,
movie.
no
just any
genre.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh man.
First one that pops in your head.
Two movies popped in my brain. If I had to pick one of them, I would say Count of Monte Cristo is my favorite movie. Or it's Hercules.
Yeah.
Did you hear they're doing a live thing of it, like a
Oh,
live
Live
action.
I'll be there quoting every word.
Yeah, I know.
Man,
All right, what is your favorite show to binge?
favorite show to binge. Can I say that on here?
Yeah,
Let's see. Favorite show to binge.
Real Housewives of Spring Hill.
Oh, good night.
Man, I'll say this. I've come across some great ones. I really loved Severance recently.
Yeah.
And I also really, really loved this show called The Judge on Netflix, I think it is.
Okay.
It's really, really good. So me and my wife have been watching a lot together.
These
Those
are
the
shows that
two I
make
would
you
say.
think, right? The Severance is a show that makes you kind of like deep thoughts, like you're trying to figure out
Yes.
what's going on. Okay, yeah. So you
And there's
like
so
those.
many twists, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Blacklist too. Blacklist
Okay.
was really good.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
then
I
the
started
shows-
Severance, and I just can't. I can never sit down long enough to really deep dive, like just focus on it. Like, there's always something happening to where I can't.
There's a lot, bro. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot in there going on.
Do you have a favorite musical artist of all time?
Michael Jackson.
All right.
Dude,
100%.
What genre?
Can't wait till that-
Which part of his career? Do you have a leaning? Are you like early Michael? Do you like later Michael?
I think early Michael was truer to form in some ways, but my favorite record is the Thriller record for sure.
Okay.
I think it brought all of his worlds together in a very specific way. Even with the writers that wrote the actual songs, like it's pretty special what it turned into.
Mhm.
But yeah,
His movie comes out the end of April.
bro, isn't this like the second or third one?
No,
Since he
this
passed?
is not. This is like a legit one though. Like a real. His nephew is playing Michael and looks just like him. And
I
the
think I've seen
previews
some pictures and stuff. Yeah,
previews look good, so I'm holding out for it.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream collab?
A dream collab. Honestly, I feel like any opportunity to collab with someone in this lane is a dream. I mean, anybody dedicating their life to lifting up Jesus,
Yeah.
and making great art that reaches people, that's a dream collab. It can be a major artist, it can be an up and coming. Like I'm all in.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, if I had
You'd wanna get
pick
CC.
one- That was so funny at the awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I think Taryn Wells would be a clutch for our
Would.
lanes that we're in. I think that would be a clutch collab.
Yeah.
But if I could pick anyone literally from our space, I would say Israel Houghton.
Yeah.
And then Aerosmith, right?
Aerosmith would be crazy, bro.
That would be cool.
I wouldn't even say, I don't know that I could do it. Like,
Yeah.
Just want to listen.
All
that's
right.
good.
Now this is where possible wrong answer. Favorite ice cream flavor. This is where you can make or break fans right here.
oh, oh,
Please don't say vanilla.
I'm gonna say something like milk and cookies. Like Oreos and vanilla or something
yeah,
like
Cookies
that.
and cream.
I need something mixed, like a cheesecake and vanilla with Oreos or something. It's
Okay.
got to have something sweet and salty in it too.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. That's a good answer.
It's not a wrong answer.
I got it.
That is
I got
not
some
the-
new fans.
That is not the wrong answer. Yeah, there you go. Do you have some favorite podcasts that you enjoy listening to?
I do. I'll give you three. One, And the Writer Is, with Ross Golan.
Mm-hmm.
All over that. A Bit of Optimism from Simon Sinek. I'm really loving Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of language going on, but the man he's sharp. I love his attitude.
Yeah.
Gritty. Yeah, I would say those three right now I've had on like rotation.
Okay. You passed.
And then I'm always listening to preachers like Stephen Furtick, Jensen Franklin.
Oh yeah.
I'll listen to like Andy, just different communicators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy. You passed. You did
Let's
it.
go!
You did it.
Go Cowboys!
Go Cowboys.
Go Tar Heels.
Go Tar Heels! It's crazy.
I'm taking this junk off now. Let me take this off.
Well, Jay, what is next for you, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Next, I like to say next is now. What's happening right now is just figuring out how to get this message to people, to locate this audience. We're going to be releasing more music. I'm coming in from a full-time life in ministry in the local church for the last 14 years of my young life. I'll be 33 in a week. And I've served the church since like 18, full-time. And so I'm excited about music. It's also challenging right now because of the landscape of social media and AI and all the things, but I really believe in our message. And so keep following me at jayeking.com. That's Jaye King.com. Got brand new music coming. You can give me your phone number to get text messages. We'll send text every now and then. Got a new song coming out next Friday. It's going to tap into a little of those Michael Jackson vibes from like the Jackson 5,
There you
which
go.
will be fun. And yeah, we're going to keep lifting up Jesus, man. We're going to keep bringing this message to people and just keep making him known till the whole world knows.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, as we wrap up, Jay, we'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help encourage and build up our viewers and listeners' faith.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Lord. We're in a bit of a transition phase right now in our life. Here coming to Nashville and like really locking in. The Lord's been teaching me what it means for him to be a good shepherd. As Psalm 23 says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. There's this thing in us as people that wants to control everything. We want to control our income. We want to control our family dynamics, how people talk to us, their perspectives on life. We just want to control so much. And then you decide to follow Jesus and you realize nothing's ever in your control. It's actually the constant denial of yourself and you're committing to following him that makes him a good shepherd. And I feel like what the Lord's been teaching me lately is I can't know him as a shepherd if I won't first allow myself to be a sheep, willing to be led, willing to be guided and shaped and molded by him. And so I'm returning to that like childlike, almost ignorant state of maybe, Lord, like, okay, you want to go this way? Make me lie down by green pastures. You want to go this way? Lead me beside still waters. You lead me and I'm going to do my best to go. But we know like sheep are so stubborn. We can be so stubborn. We want to go and do our own thing. And when I've been studying sheep and studying the shepherd, I'm learning more and more why he is the good shepherd. Just so lovingly correcting us and bringing us along. His rod and his staff is guiding us and comforting us. He's always there. And I think I would say to people everywhere right now, if you feel a little out of control and you confess Jesus as Lord of your life, maybe allow him to be a shepherd. Maybe allow him to lead you where he wants you to go rather than put your plans in his way. And if you haven't trusted Jesus yet, I would invite you to do that. Just call on him where you are. Lord, I want to know you. Jesus, I've never done this, but I want to invite you into my heart. I want to invite you to be a shepherd of my life. Lead me where you want me to go. Show me what you created me for, and watch what happens in your life. It'll be the most amazing thing.
That's so
That's
good.
good,
That's right.
Jay.
I can tell you've been in ministry for like 15 years or whatever it was you said. I feel like you're kind of on the reverse story arc of our friend Torin. You know, Torin was in the music industry, and now he's stepping into ministry. I feel like you're like, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna start in ministry and then step into the music industry.
But
You're
see,
like,
that's the thing, though. I'm genuinely bent because
yeah,
I would never want to step out of the local church. Like, I feel like
right,
I've
yeah,
reached the pinnacle of life.
mm,
How can it get better than walking in hospital rooms and praying with people
yeah,
and celebrating graduations and weddings and
mm,
being there for families as they grow, nurturing them, teaching them to worship?
yeah,
Like, I feel so blessed already. So this just feels like, Lord, whatever you're doing with this,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
trust you, but
Mm,
also I love your house, you know?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, we
So,
appreciate you,
Good.
Jay. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, Jay. Hard Place, Falling Into It are your latest singles.
yes, sir.
Man, it's awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
They're the Christian music guys. Yeah, the Christian music guys.